Blaze has the parchment. We must find him again, before Lilith does.
I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up, Upper West.
It just struck me. Your first time in New York City was the day of your resurrection.
Not my first time. I traveled there in my youth.
That must have been a shock to find it so much bigger and louder. Trust me, I know the feeling.
Tell me about it. Back then, you had to carry guilders and shillings into the city.
To New York?
Shillings to New York, guilders to New Amsterdam. English or Dutch rule. You could never be certain.
Really? I thought...
The only clue you had was the foot of the locals. What would it be? Buckled shoes or wooden clogs?
Okay, you are definitely making this up.
You do not seem to mind.
I can appreciate a good tall tale. Go on, tell me more. That was a great time.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose I could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it.
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
Lilith's evil is seductive. She can easily corrupt anyone.
Creed was always a homicidal monster. But now he's really taken things to the next level.
It does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
If you talk like that, now you have to tell me some stories.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I've been all over the planet. And a few other planets besides.
Other planets?
Yeah. We're not alone in the universe, you know. There's the Kree, there's Skrulls, there's the Brood. Most aliens you're better off avoiding, but there's a few good ones out there. I'll tell you though, after a while, all you really care about is a nice soft bed. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What all do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the parchment of power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
How long have you known this Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here. Except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well?
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves, and she grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP.
Good girl, Charlie. What are you reading, Nico?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
It does seem to be one of the centers of supernatural activity around here.
You feel that too, huh? Sometimes when I'm in here, all the hairs on my neck stand straight up. But in a warm and fuzzy, friendly ghost kind of way.
Find anything helpful?
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Chthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
Was this pharaoh's corruption ever purified?
Hold up, I haven't gotten to that part of the story. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling light worker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. The pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disbody self.
This light worker sounds like a courageous soul. I hope he was honored.
He didn't live to be. So like, when the light worker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once And killed the person who said it?
Yes?
It is unlikely that the historical account of the incantation is accurate.
Well, I've got to try something. It's not like anyone else has any other bright ideas. Well, I'm gonna find magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about this to anyone.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Glad to see Nico found the book I left out for her useful. Took me a while to dig that one up.
Morning, Blaze. Want to do some spirit of vengeance training in the yard? Oh man, I sound so lame. Freaking hopeless.
Who are you talking to, Robbie? Sparky?
Oh, hey there, Hunter. Didn't see you standing there. I was just talking to myself, trying to hype myself up, you know?
Hype yourself up for what?
If we're gonna be working with Blaze, and he starts hanging out at the Abbey, and we're driving across the desert together killing demons, I need to be cool. I mean, he's the original spirit of vengeance, the real Ghost Rider. And I'm just Robbie Reyes from East LA. How the hell am I supposed to live up to that?
Have you asked the spirit of vengeance that resides in you for advice?
You mean my roommate Sparky? Of course I have. He said I'm just as legit as Blaze, maybe even more legit. But I think Sparky may be a little biased. He has a rivalry with Blaze's Ghost Rider, some kind of demonic competition thing.
I see.
Look at me. I'm standing here in the middle of this ancient abbey, surrounded by some of Earth's greatest heroes. And I still don't really feel like I belong. It's not like I got that special something you've got. I mean, look at you. You're not intimidated by anyone. How do you own that swagger?
I did everything you are doing right now, including questioning myself.
It looks like it worked out for you.
And it will work out for you as well. Some things take time. Patience.
The world is about to end. I don't think time is on my side.
The world is always about to end, Robbie.
True that, true that. No excuses, right?
That is right.
Well, thanks for the heart-to-heart, or demon-to-demon, or whatever. You've given me and Sparky a lot to digest. See you around, Hunter. You almost remind me of a different Johnny Blaze.
Thanks for inviting me to unwind.
Oh, you are gonna love this. So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? I'm pretty sure Charlie left the steaming coil in the hallway. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Find more coil, send it my way.
Good day, Hunter. That was a hell of a sparring session, Ileana.
Don't worry. That much big asshole energy can't hide alone.
Maybe you should be the spirit.
Back again. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
The Hellright's missing something. Like a dread maiden?
You were born for the end of times, Hunter.
How is the search for Blaze going?
Nowhere. The dude has totally gone off-grid. I've scoured every rat hole on the planet a guy like that would be seen in. Monster truck shows, stunt cycling extravaganzas, motocross events, but Blaze is totally MIA. I'm telling you, Hunter, if I have to spend one more hour scanning digital maps for that hot Cheeto, even my super sight is gonna go squiggly.
Perhaps there is a silver lining in his inability to be found.
There is? Because I'd sure love to hear it.
Think about it. If the great Captain Marvel cannot locate him, then Lilith does not stand a chance in hell of finding him either.
Good point. But I'd still like to find him. If not for securing the parchment and preventing your mother's gothy Armageddon, then just for the principle of it. I don't like to lose. Well, I'd love to continue with the chit-chatting, but I've got to get back to the most boring manhunt in history.
Do let me know when you find him.
Don't worry. I'll be so freaking relieved and excited the whole Abbey will know.
Come on, Blaze. Come out wherever you are. You can't hide forever under whatever backwater rock you...
This isn't working.
The map table? Should I get Tony?
No, I mean Midnight Suns, Avengers, and now X-Men. The Abbey. None of it's working. And I have no one to blame but myself.
I have been saying that since you woke me up.
Leave the crappy stand-up for Tony, kiddo. There are bigger issues. 3 teams under the same roof, all fighting for different reasons. Nothing to bring us together. It's not too late to change that. If Agatha were here, she'd tell me... No, it doesn't matter. She isn't here.
So, about Agatha.
I know you miss her, kiddo. She used to keep us from butting heads as much as we do.
No, I meant...
Wait, I need to say this. I've been less than my best without her at my side. Especially to you. but this is the wrong time to talk about the past. About Agatha.
All right. What now?
I'm calling a meeting.
When?
Tonight. I'll spread the word. Find me after your mission. We can go there together.
All right.
Bora.
Hey, kiddo. Almost time for the meeting.
I'm ready.
All right. It's not far from here.
Hello, my dear.
What are you doing here?
Whenever Sarah was this nervous,
Só um minutinho, vai rolar o chat, a conversa e eu já volto.
a smile, a touch on the shoulder, it always helped. I can't do that now, of course, but death can't stop me from watching over her.
Why would she be nervous?
I don't know. I think I'll stay and find out.
Tá chovendo, pô. Já tava molhando a cozinha tudo ali. Mas voltei.
An auspicious night, don't you think, Mr. Roger?
I'm always wary of impromptu team meetings.
Why?
It's usually when people get fired.
You have been fired?
Me? No. But I've had to call those meetings, and they suck.
Short notice for a meeting.
What do you think it is about?
From the set of her jaw, some kind of reprimand.
I thought there'd be snacks.
I thought there'd be drinks.
I brought salt poppers, if you want some.
Those are vile.
Aí que o fio tá passando assim por outro, fica esticado. Uns dias sem fazer live já atrapalha tudo. Que beleza. Na verdade eu tentei fazer live, né? Esses dias aí, mas foi difícil. Tá, vamos lá.
Good to see you, Hunter.
You know how long this will take?
I do not. Why?
Robbie and I had plans. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Big news, whatever it is.
How can you tell?
I've known Sarah long enough. After tonight, everything changes.
As I...
Such a charming location for whatever is about to happen.
What? No predictions?
As I have mentioned on many occasions, often in your presence, I can no longer peer along the shaft of time's arrow, nor alter its arc.
But if you could...
What would you suggest I do? Waste my considerable talents on a glorified pep talk? I should think not.
So you know nothing of what will happen?
I have my suspicions.
She didn't call this meeting lightly. Whatever this is, it's important.
How do you know?
Because I've called meetings like this before.
What a waste of my evening.
Do you know what this is about?
No, but it will be a waste, I am certain.
Confiança.
Any idea what this is about?
Not really.
I think she's gonna yell at somebody.
Why do you say that?
Just a feeling.
Did she say what it's about?
All this space.
Whenever we...
Nobody knows what this is about. Did she say something to you?
Not really.
Whatever it is, it can't be good.
Just that...
This is odd, huh?
The meeting?
No, meeting out here. Why not the common room? Something's up.
Cachorrinho, o que você acha?
Good girl, Charlie.
O que será que se trata essa reunião, hein? Vamos ver, veremos. Vai, fala aí, Carol. Abra a boca.
Everyone's here. I should begin.
Bora.
You sound like you are hesitating.
That's because I am. I could use a moment to collect my thoughts.
What did you always tell me? Hesitation is a gift delivered to your enemy?
It is absolute cruelty to use my own words against me, especially when you're right. Time to tear off the bandage.
Aí, vamos lá. Tira o band-aid porque arde.
Thank you all
Mas é bom.
for coming. Truthfully, I wasn't sure everyone would. And that's why we're meeting. The Hunter and I are working to stop Lilith and her master, Cathan. I'm not certain about the rest of you.
We're in this to the end.
Are you? I see petty rivals more concerned with scoring points off one another than stopping the mother of demons.
Well, there, if anyone isn't pulling their weight, it's the Midnight Suns.
And if anyone's doing their own thing, it's the Avengers.
And the ringleaders prove my point. But I speak only for myself. So, I ask the Hunter, who is responsible for the dysfunctional state in which we find ourselves?
If anyone should be held responsible, it is me.
Agree to disagree, boss.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but Tony's right.
And that's my new ringtone.
Don't ruin the moment.
It is true. I have not done enough for any team. If I am the one who brings people together to defeat Lilith, I have already failed.
She will destroy everything you know, pollute all you love. In this, she and her followers are unified. To serve Lilith is to serve Cathan. If you don't pull the same direction, if you'd rather fight each other, we've already lost.
Look, the Midnight Suns are unproven. I will grant that they have potential, but we can't trust an apocalyptic threat to the Halloween teens.
We're all in our 20s.
Could have fooled me.
See? The Avengers underestimate their allies. You think they'll do otherwise for the Mother of Demons? If they're in charge, we lose.
You're both right. The only one who can lead us to victory is the Hunter.
Huh.
That's our Steve.
What do you say, Hunter? Are you willing to lead us against your own mother?
Com certeza.
There is no better person for the task at hand.
Confidence is good for a leader. Arrogance? Not so much.
You think I'm arrogant?
I hope not. But either way, I'm sure we'll find out. We're your team, Hunter. Tell us how you plan to lead us.
I will bring the team together. As Caretaker said, we need to pull in the same direction. The bickering ends today. We have one goal. Everything else is distraction.
Highly inspirational, boss, but let's get down to vibranium tax. We're all equal here, and it's obvious my team is first among equals. Look, there's no question these kids have heart. We can't do any of this without them. But this isn't our first apocalypse, and experience beats heart any day of the week. Boss, I need to know where we stand on this.
Tony, do you believe the world is truly in danger?
Of course.
And do you believe I can lead the team against this threat?
Well, yeah.
Then you and the rest of the Avengers need to trust me to do what is best for all of us.
Aí, bota moral.
Not to interrupt this feel-good moment, but what about us? It's no secret we were sidelined when Tony and the others showed up. Caretaker built our team to face this threat, but we've been pushed aside. I need to know that ends here.
There is no future where the Midnight Suns miss the fight.
That's all we needed to hear.
You need to hear more than that. So does everyone here. Nico, Blade, Ileana, and Robbie may have been here first, but now? We are all the Midnight Suns. When every one of us believes that, we will be ready to face my mother.
Aí.
That's enough for tonight. I want all of you to reflect on what we said. If you'll excuse me, I need a moment with the hunter. So that's it. We did what we could. Let's hope it works.
I still do not see the point of all this.
They're finally thinking of something other than themselves. That was the point.
I had no idea this was coming.
Kiddo, you have no poker face. For the others to consider you as a leader.
Poker face.
Was Steve in on this?
No, but he respects you, and I had a feeling he'd speak his mind. If he hadn't suggested you take the reins, it would have been me.
That is all I needed.
Tonight, we pulled the plunger and set the ball rolling. The rest is gravity, and the occasional nudge.
Is that a pinball reference?
In the 70s, Agatha insisted I pick up a hobby. I won a few trophies.
Ó.
Why do I know about pinball?
Perhaps it's the universe telling you to challenge me when this is all done?
Think I could take you?
No, you drain faster than bathwater.
Ó. Falou que é a fé do pinball, hein? Aí sim. Inspiração, golpe selvagem, fortificação, dom divino, estrela matutina. Eu vou de golpe selvagem para aumentar.
Every meeting should be like this one.
Unpleasant?
Ah, vamos bater papo de novo.
I had not predicted this.
Really?
No. Sarah spoke with me earlier. We have a long history of mutual advisement.
What advice did you provide?
About time. Which was a mistake. She thought I'd presented her with a temporal riddle, as I do on occasion.
Trovejar até as horas aqui.
I could have brought popcorn.
For the team?
No, to watch you turn the Abbey upside down and shake it like tambourines. You were more entertaining than anything I could have done tonight. Next time, I'll bring popcorn.
Okay.
Not what I expected.
Is that good or bad?
Right now? Feels good to me.
Então tá, né?
I don't know how to feel about this. I'm happy for you, but I hope it isn't weird when we hang out.
Why would it be weird?
Huh. Good point. All right. Let's not make it weird.
É, pois é. Que diferença faz?
I get what Steve sees in you.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
With him, depends on the week. But for you, it's all compliment, boss. Wouldn't you know it? Now you're the actual boss. And I called it, way before Steve did.
Muito bem. Tony Stark.
I don't know if I agree with everything you said. Still, I'm glad you said it.
What do you mean?
This is the first time I've felt like I'm really part of a team. Not just Peter tagging along. I get it, we're in this together. But it's good to know that's how you see it.
Pô, ficou meio claro isso, não ficou não?
Yeah, I guess I can follow you. For now.
What are you saying exactly?
Kid, don't lose my respect. It's the part of me that won't grow back.
Tá bom.
There, Hunter.
We did Johnny Blaze proud.
You certainly know how to speak your mind.
You agreed with me?
Of course not. But you stepped up, you laid it out, and now you're ready to walk straight into hell. Figure I'll be there when you do.
Really?
Yeah, you're the obvious target, so I'll slip past while they tear you limb from limb.
Falei aí, beleza?
We'll build your
Boa tarde.
mausoleum.
Always the strategist.
Still working out the kinks, but we'll get there. Lots of work.
Don't know why I didn't see it. You're perfect for this.
You did not see me as a leader?
It never crossed my mind. Most leaders I've encountered in life have a sort of Professional ambition, for better or worse. Steve doesn't, but he's also called Captain America. The name alone carries rank and authority.
So if I went by Private Hunter...
Oh no, don't call yourself...
De boas. E aí? Tranquilão? Como é que está? Aqui tudo bem, tudo bem.
I didn't come here planning to put you on the spot, but that's how it turned out.
You really think
Chovendo até umas horas agora.
I
Tá bom.
know you can do this. And you have a great team ready for you to lead them. So let's get started.
Steve Rogérios.
I'm so proud of her. And you, of course. Don't pout.
Acabou? Posso voltar pra abadia?
I told you about Agatha.
Stop. We've known each other too long for this.
What, half a century?
If you round down. And I should have been there for you.
Vamos dormir, né? Pra começar um novo dia. Tentar fazer alguma missão, né? Porque tá os... 2 pontos chatos desse jogo. Muita conversa, muita conversa. E também tem que fazer... Não pode focar só nas missões principais. Tem que fazer uma missão genérica. Pra poder liberar a próxima missão, entendeu? A missão da história.
Hanging with you has been a major confidence boost. Well, sort of.
Sort of?
Have you seen the people cruising around this place?
Boa tarde.
Genius, Strange can do practically anything.
Segunda chata por quê, Farley?
Icon. Carol can fly the solar system and the fighter jet. And then there's me, with a flaming demon in my head.
A flaming demon in your head is far from mundane.
Yeah, it's cool, but not, you know, top shelf cool. Not like those other guys.
Do not let it rattle you, Robbie. Have faith in yourself.
I don't know. I don't want to mess up and disappoint anyone or, worse, get someone hurt.
Shh.
I made that mistake once before and I have absolutely zero desire to do it again.
Ah, começo de ano, né, cara? O pessoal... Muita conta pra pagar, né? Complicado.
I have got your back, Robbie. I will make sure you will never be in that position again.
Yeah, I hear you, Hunter. And, I appreciate you seeing the best in me. Even if the best is Sparky.
I think the best of you is yet to be discovered.
Bonito, hein? Lá na forja.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
How's it going?
Ready for more?
Ah, finalmente, né? O cara, por enquanto, tá se provando um bom goleiro, né? O Rafael. Tá interessante. Vamos ver até quando vai ser assim, né?
Even a sorcerer supreme that rests on...
Ah, tem que ser. Tá passando confiança por enquanto, né? Torcer pra que ele mantenha assim, né, cara? Porque estamos sofrendo com o goleiro faz muito tempo. Desde a época do Rogério Ceni, né? Há quanto tempo faz isso? Já quase 10 anos já. Você é louco.
A successful collaboration.
Quem seria Camundongo? Que mal lhe pergunte. Ah, o...
How's it going, boss?
Como chama o cara lá? Wellington Rato?
What do you think?
O julgamento. Consome 5 da vida para causar... Ah, tá. Vamos com essa e vamos com...
It's probably fine.
Cara, não sei. É essa, vai. Edu virou andarilho da Twitch. Se é que a gente pode chamar assim.
A simple option, though certainly not easy.
Ó, nível 5 de pesquisa. Aí sim.
Tony is working.
Farewell.
Vamos lá no quintal de novo. Ah, dá pra fazer mais itens aqui? Deixa eu ver. Ciência vampírica.
This should be useful.
Amanhã, se eu receber a chave a tempo, né? Eu começo o Forspoken, senão vai ser quarta-feira. A galera já tá hateando porque disseram que tem downgrade o jogo, que não sei o que. Tomou Watch Dogs. Eu sinceramente não ligo muito pra isso, não. Mas...
Time to take it to the next level. Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
Não, porque quando ele foi lançado o trailer cinemático, era trailer Disney... É, porque estão falando que o jogo tá sofreu muito downgrade, né? O jogo prometeu uma coisa e entregou outra. Então a galera já tá hateando o jogo, já tá falando que o jogo sofreu downgrade. É um novo Watch Dogs, tá ligado?
Hunter, please join me when you have a moment. I insist.